You know, what excites me about Moosehead in particular within the larger Treasure Island project is that they've drilled probably 650 plus holes, 100,000 meters. So you've got a lot of the data there that is allowing you to say, yes, there is a high-grade vein system here. It's got some scale to it, but the rest of the project is largely underexplored, and it's something that we're very capable of capitalizing on. Everything that made Newfound Gold spectacular as an exploration story, a lot of those same themes were shared over here on the Moosehead property.
This is our western trend, and all these circles that you see here is visible gold.
This is actually pretty damn impressive, Tim. I mean, this is damn impressive.
Oh, it is.
When we were pitching Newfound Gold as an opportunity, we were pitching a district scale play, a belt, a multi-mine potential thing. Over here with Tim's project, what we really wanted to do was turn it into that district scale play. So that was mission one, and we achieved that.
So he expected us to land right there.
We did some deals with a lot of prospectors and neighbors.
Congratulations. Yeah.
You know,
thank you very much.
And for the first time really consolidated this massive stretch, well over 65 kilometers, upwards to 100 kilometers now, of multi-mine potential.
80% of the gold that we've intersected is no deeper than 150 meters vertically, which is really shallow. Gold deposits can go quite deep, like a kilometer, 2 kilometers. And here we are with, such great results at just 150 to 200 meters. That will be a focus moving forward, is drilling this thing down like with 1,000 meter drill holes. Well, we started with a bang. Our very first drill hole, 1801, returned 45 grams of gold over 12 meters. We've got a lot of drill holes that would have, more than 100 gram meters, which is grade times thickness. And anytime you get an intersection over 100 gram meters, you've got something really significant.
Sokoman really got the ball rolling for high-grade exploration here in Central.
A week after we announced the first drill results, I got a call from Eric, and he was very complimentary about the discovery. He's very fond of high grades, and he said, 45 grams over 12 meters. He said, I really like that. Are you looking for some exploration funds? Something like that, right? And I looked at the phone, I said, I can't believe I'm talking to Eric Sprott. Eric's been there from the beginning. He's been there when it really counts.
At that time, Newfound Gold was still in its very early days, so we hadn't even started drilling. Tim had some pretty serious success here at the Moosehead project. It actually brought a lot of attention to the island and actually really helped springboard Newfound. It was one of those things where people were looking a little bit harder at this province. They were kind of in the limelight a lot more than we were. I mean, we were just a little guy. One of the most fascinating aspects of this history is that a lot of the pioneers of Newfoundland are still alive and breathing to this day and still working because it's such a young jurisdiction. Tim, he's like a legend on this island.
Sometimes there's good stuff like that there, but sometimes, more often than not, you'll get this, and this is where we see our what we call our low-grade halos and that stuff.
Yeah. He was the original discoverer of Valentine Lake, which is now the newest and largest gold mine on this island.
Yeah, well, I was still a student back in 1986 when BP Resources had a regional program, and one of the areas that they had slated for follow-up was the Valentine Lake area, south of Buckens. So they had some historical soil geochemistry data, and they handed me a map, my assistant and I, Gerald Harris, and the second day in our prospecting efforts, we cracked open some quartz that had some visible gold, and here we are 39 years later with the Valentine gold mine now officially in production, and it's definitely the highlight of my career for sure. When we announced that Denny Laviolette and Greg Matheson, and of course their team, were joining, pretty much had the same impact that our original discovery hole did at Moosehead. It was transformational.
I really do like working with him, and I think him and I are going to make a really good team moving this project forward.
Oh yeah.
Is it bladed calcite or no?
It looks like it's just been leached, like it took an acid bath. The other key component is the treasury we now have, based on a financing that they did It took Denny only a week or 10 days to get this financing together, right? And a bought deal at that, guaranteed. And now we have, the Treasury to basically build a story and not just have it come in waves, like half a dozen, 10, 15 holes and stop. That doesn't keep any momentum in the market. Now we've got an opportunity to keep multiple drills going on multiple projects.
Like what we did in Newfoundland is we started small, and success when we just kept adding drills, because we knew that more drills meant more news, meant more excitement.
If we keep hitting, obviously we're not going to stop drilling. 50,000 is just a start. I do believe this will be a district, and that central Newfoundland will have multiple gold mines open in the next 3 to 5 years.
Moosehead's crazy.
Spectacular gold, stuff that we would see at Queensway.
That's the bird in hand. The two in the bush is triple-back.
An orogenic gold deposit. Copper values, highest values now are about 6.6%.
There's so much potential. The scale of this is absolutely absurd.